Welcome to a new video, and I'm very happy for two reasons. One, of course, is I've made this video. I wanted to make it for a long time, and I hope you enjoy it as well. And second, I've just got a brand new poster, and it's absolutely brilliant. Got it off Etsy, E46 M3, you can't really go wrong with that. It's like a pop art style. I think the seller was called Petrolhead Print. It's absolutely brilliant, very high quality. It's available in a range of sizes and prices, of course, starting from as little as £10, so thoroughly recommendable. However, the question we're going to ask in this video is, what is a supercar? Well, if you type the definition into Google, it will say it is a high-performance sports car. But what I want to know is, how high performance is high performance? And guess what? That's what we're going to find out, of course. Not only that though, we'll find out some cars which have way less power than you might have thought. And of course, way more power than you might have thought as well. So, strap yourselves in for this high-speed ride. Or you could scrap the seatbelt bit and hit those like and subscribe buttons. My promotional puns just keep on getting better. Also, do check out on ridofalex.com, as there's also been lots of new updates in terms of the website design and articles as well. To begin with though, I would like to mention that even ordinary cars, slightly ordinary cars, have extraordinary power figures. I mean, the upcoming C63 AMG will have a tiny and puny 2-litre engine, but it still has a massive 660 horsepower. That is really impressive. I can't believe I even said that. For context, that's 58 more than the Lamborghini Huracan, which was released in 2014, so not too long ago. But it does tell you how much the power figures have moved on, even in a couple of years. I've spent a long time thinking about the criteria needed to judge whether a car really is a supercar, and I think I've just got it. Firstly, the Porsche 911, at least one of the non-special edition cars, i.e. the non-GT cars, has to be included, the most powerful of which is the Turbo S, which has 640 bhp. Most Ferraris should also be included, I think. However, the Roma and Portofino have too little power. I also think most Lamborghinis, at least, should be included. However, the Huracan, which I mentioned earlier, has 602 bhp. And if I set it there, it would bring in a whole host of more AMG cars and RS badged cars as well. So, I have to pick a figure between 602 bhp and 640 bhp, and what better figure than the figure found on two absolutely legendary cars. One's from today and one is from the 1990s. The one from the 1990s is the McLaren F1. It was the ultimate hypercar back in the day, and it still is very powerful. Still is a very remarkable car. And I've also chosen the BMW M5 CS. It's the most powerful BMW ever made, with 627 bhp. That also means the McLaren F1 has 627 bhp. They both have very different engines. One's a V12, the BMW is a 4.4 litre V8, and also very different bodies. One's a saloon with four doors, actually 4 seats as well, whereas the other is a coupe. Well, coupe is more of a supercar shape with 2 seats. And I also think I may as well tell you what the hypercar figure should be. And I think that is still 1000 bhp. That's the Bugatti Veyron is still included. You know it came from 2005. So we found out what figure we're going to use. And clearly we have the BMW M5 CS along with the Porsche 911 Turbo S in the list as well. And sticking with the German theme, we also have the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT63 E-Performance. Gosh, that was a very long word. And I know the Germans have a knack for making long words, but this is going somewhere. But moving with the times, we also have the Mercedes-Benz EQS in the 53 form. This has a pretty unbelievable 658 bhp, even when it doesn't wear the famous 63 badge. And it also looks like a blob. Either way, it has the power figure, so it's on this list. Moving to where I am now, I'm in the UK, of course. We have the Aston Martin DBS and also the DB11 as well, squeezing it in by 3 bhp. That's it. And Mouse could probably produce that much power. Bentley may be regarded as a luxury brand, but that doesn't stop the Continental from quite literally wafting into this list. The Porsche has the Taycan 2, as well as that 911 I mentioned earlier, which is a lot like the Audi RS e-tron GT, which also has enough power from its 2 electric motors to make it into this list. Going to a country which makes slightly more exotic cars, it's a hometown of the pizza. It's Italy, of course, and as I said, most Ferraris make it into the list, excluding the Roma and Portofino. That means the likes of, and this is going to be a very long list, the 812 GTS, 296 GTB, SF90, and F8 make it in. The SF90 also has over 1,000 horsepower if you're interested. But what did you expect? They're all going to be in there. So far I haven't mentioned any SUVs as well, but that's not going to be for much longer, because we have the Porsche Cayenne and the Lamborghini Urus on offer. There are more from across the seas in America. However, they don't make them in, what is it? Is it right or left-hand drive? Left-hand drive, yes. They don't make them in left-hand drive, so I cannot include them on this list. But sticking with the Lamborghinis, we also have the Aventador as well, in its many combinations of trims, from the, the regular one, to the SV, SVJ, and the Ultimate. Maserati has really taken a step back recently, but it has got a supercar now. You might have seen the latest Top Gear episode where it did feature, and I should say that it has 630 bhp, a little down on power, but it drives like a Maserati should do, how it always used to do back in the, I think it was 1970s, that would have been. I could add a whole load of special edition cars which would have over the magic 627 bhp figure, but really, who is going to be able to buy one, especially when they're so expensive and they've all sold out as well? And it isn't like you're going to see one popping around on Auto Trader or at some local car dealer either. Nevertheless, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to give you a little picture of the summary of all the supercars we have in this list.